Ito Smith, his first carry. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 52.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. There he goes, left side. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. The 30, 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. And that's the connection, Ryan to Jones, that this defense obviously has to key in on.
Certainly feels like they got the party started with that one, doesn't it? And when those two get in sync, it just scares the heck out of defenses because he can hit Julio Jones in a short zone, and he can take it the whole way.
A first down carry for Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we are tied at 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Green. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Olesen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! 90, 125!
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
Ready, we're ready! We're ready! Check, watch 54, watch 54. Better bring. Come on,
They'll run on first down. Smith. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Green. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Check 3, check 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 9, check 9. Hey, look. 80 weapon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Get him, boy.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
59 mark, 59 mark. Check, check, 59.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Carr now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you're playing the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the Steelers.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On third down, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down, Falcons.
Now Ito Smith. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Right there, 54 Mike.
On second and 11 now, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Whip. Watch the whip. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. So we got man. Check. Check 31.
From the gun, it's Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
This will be taken short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Eagles running back. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, 180. 180, we're good, we're good. 280. 637. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike, check. 59.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He's going to rifle into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Can't hear you now. Down. 185. 694. 45. Mike, 45. Hey, box drop. Check 45 to Mike. Check 40. 93. You must be getting jumped.
Carr now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Now Ryan. He completes it to Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Express. 45. Mike.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
We're good.
Now Carr going left on the option. And now he'll tuck it and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
On the double. 45, Mike, 45. I'm going to come back to you.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now it's the backup Kaiser. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Will Dissly, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Ryan. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again. Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
1st down, Atlanta.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
From the 29, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run on first down. It's Green. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Smith trying to run for it. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. This will be caught at about the 6. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2.
They're going to need some therapy.
Throwing now is Ryan. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 41 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready. 47's the mic.
I got him.
Set. Space. Go.
On first down, it's Smith. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Ryan to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
I'm coming. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 15.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Atlanta, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.